What is this thing called the cloud that people talk about? Let's break it down as simple as it gets. To access the cloud, you need some sort of a device, such as a phone, an iPad, a desktop, or a laptop computer. And that device must have an internet connection. And when you access the internet, ta-da, you've accessed the cloud. So there you go. No more dark clouds hanging over you. Now you get what the cloud is. Let's look at a few other ideas behind the cloud to help answer any other questions that you might have. And I want to start it with what the cloud is not. The cloud is not any type of storage device that you can touch and hold in your hands. Okay, probably nobody's going to have the old-fashioned disk like in the picture here, but any type of storage device that you have, physically holding it in your hands, that's not the cloud. That is simply your own device that you're going to have to keep track of. The benefit of the cloud? You don't have anything to keep track of. Well, okay, maybe passwords, maybe usernames and logins, but other than that, everything is at the cloud. Let's look at some examples to help you understand. One very popular way that people use the internet, social networking websites. So what happens here? To become a member of a social networking website, you go to a site, maybe Twitter, Facebook, or LinkedIn. You create an account, and then to interact with other people who have those accounts, you log in, ta-da, you are now in the cloud. So you log into the social networking website and you talk, you share, whatever it is the social networking site is all about, you interact with other people. And when you're finished, you log out. Again, it requires some sort of a device to access the internet, and it requires network accessibility to the internet. Okay, a second one. Web-based email. Microsoft has Hotmail and Outlook. Gmail is from Google. But it doesn't matter where your web-based email is found. The idea here is you can get online, sign up for an email, and then you can utilize the cloud to send and receive messages and also to store all of those messages you've sent and received. You don't have to have a folder somewhere on your desktop, or your laptop, or your iPad, or your phone where you're storing the information. The information is stored with the service. Let's say you have an Outlook account. Outlook stores all of the emails that you're keeping, lets you send them, lets you receive them, and it does all the storage for you. What do you have to access it? You have to have a device that has an internet connection to access the cloud, to access your web-based email. A third example, video sharing. Very popular option here is YouTube. Again, I think you're going to get the idea here. You go to YouTube, you sign up for an account, you share your video on YouTube, and now anyone in the world can go to YouTube. As long as they have a device that accesses the internet, they can go to YouTube and they can look at the video that you've posted on YouTube. And my last example I want to share with you, file storage. A lot of ways that you can store files and many, many types of file storage locations. Some are free and some require a fee. A few of the most popular ones right now are Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive, Box, and iDrive. And in this particular course, we're going to be focusing on the OneDrive as a file storage location. People store all types of things online. What do you have to access those files, though? You have to have a device with an internet connection, and then you can access the site that is storing your files. There are 4 very popular examples. We have social networking, web-based email, video sharing, and file storage. Let's take a few more minutes and check out some history behind the internet, because I think it'll help you understand the cloud if you take a look at where we've come from and where we are now. So quick history lesson here. In the 1950s, we had gigantic computers that took up entire rooms. They were bulky, but they were the basis for where we're headed. In about 1969, you had the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network that came out with something called TCP/IP. And don't worry about what that's called, but basically it was what we use right now, the foundation for the internet. So in 1969, this all got started. And then in about the 1990s, the computer and the cloud, they're available to anyone because they're no longer those large mainframes. We now have personal computers available for us. Move forward to 1997, Professor Chilapa. Professor, I hope I pronounced your name properly. He's credited with using the first time cloud computing was ever said, and he was at a conference in Dallas in 1997. It caught on, and that's why we refer to it as the cloud. In 1999, Salesforce made the opportunity for applications and software to be purchased on the internet. And then in 2006, Amazon was the first to offer online services to the world. So you see, we've come a long way since the 1950s. And today, there are so many thousands of options but a few of the popular: Pinterest, Instagram, OneDrive, banking, shopping, and there are a bazillion other things that people do online. Many options for you to be online and working online. So what is the cloud? The cloud is accessing the internet via some sort of device that has an internet connection. That's all it is. It's as simple as that. And in this course, what we're going to take a look at is the OneDrive and how you get to the OneDrive, how you use the OneDrive, and how you can store files online.